your insight. Review what feels so right. Criticize the light. Movie shining bright. My opinion is mine. Like a never-ending call. Watch them rise and fall. Stories big and small. Screens light up the hall. I will say it all. React with all your sight. Review the day and night. Criticizes the light. Shows that steal the light. My opinion stands so free. Like a storm upon the sea. Watch them rise and fall. Stories big and small. Scars light up the hall. I will say it all. Quest, react, review, criticize. Quest. React, review. Criticize.
Why would anyone want to live in a place like this?
The rich coralline deposits are very much in demand.
The Okampa used to barter?
Not the Okampa, the Kazan Ogla.
The Kazan Ogla? Who are the Kazan Ogla?
They are. Kazan sects control this part of the water. Some have food, some have ore, some have water. They all trade and they all kill each other for it.
West. My friends, it's good to see you again.
React with all your insight. Review what feels so right. Criticize the light. Movie shining bright. My opinion is mine. Like a never-ending call. Watch them rise and fall. Stories big and small. Screens light up the hall. I will say it all. React with all your sight. Review the day and night. Criticizes the light. Shows that steal the light. My opinion stands so free. Like a storm upon the sea. Watch them rise and fall. Stories big and small. Scars light up the hall. I will say it all. Quest, react, review, criticize. Quest. React, review. Criticize.
I have to remember to unmute the microphone. Yes, I have to remember to unmute the microphone. I'm surprised people didn't say anything when as soon as I went live, but hey, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, we're going to be watching Lost in Space, episode 3 and episode 4 tonight. And yeah, we're going to see what everyone thinks about it. Because I love this show. I do love it. It was good. It was good when it came out. It's still good now. It's one of my one every year watch. So I watch it at least once a year. Before we get on, please do hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you haven't already, and please help us get to the new goal of 500. I have 247 subscribers right now, but you know, let's see if we can get to 500. Why not? But yeah, and pinned in the chat there is a link. There are links to the tipping page and the merch page if you would like to support the channel in any way. Why is it that when you go live, something happens? One of the cats is calling for something to eat. So I'll be back in a second. Just gonna put some food down for the cat, and yeah, see you in a minute. Bloody cats.
I'll be back before too long. Gonna find where I belong. Taking time to heal my soul till the pieces make me whole. Walking down this lonely street, memories beneath my feet. Every step feels bittersweet, but I know what I must meet. I'll be standing strong and true, facing skies of brightest blue. All this storm I will push through. I'll be back to shine with you.
Okay, I am back. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Okay, I'm back. Right, hopefully that'll deal with the cat for now. So yeah. Shall we get into this? For anyone that doesn't know, we're going to be watching Lost in Space on Netflix. It's the 2018 Lost in Space. It's not the classic, because I'm not going to try and get you to pay to watch something with me. But yeah, let's get started, and we'll go from there. Just make sure this is ready, and let's hit play now. I do like the opening sequence. I hope the sound is okay. I think the microphone seems to be a little bit more sensitive tonight. Lower it down just a little. That. For some reason the desktop audio was on. Please confirm that you cannot hear it. Bum, 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 bum. Probably get a copyright notification for that. Although it may or may not have appeared on the stream. If it did, please let me know, and I can edit that out after the stream. You can't hear it anymore. Okay, that's great. Thanks for telling me, David, and it's good to see you, mate. I have a feeling I'm going to have to be doing that a few times tonight. That's our Dr. Smith. Well, not so much Dr. Smith, I should say. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, Steve. Thanks for coming. What self-respecting teenager would have their smartphone unlocked? Hmm. Those naive, trusting Robinsons. Yes, exactly, Steve. Just the ice shifting, he said earlier. I did find it interesting that the air filters are clogged for an engine that wasn't running. Yeah, let him be there. Nugget, Nugget, no, come here, come here. Going to be dealing with the cat tonight. It's crazy. Ooh, there's something in the water. Something in the bloody water. Nugget. Not tonight. I am tonight. Nugget. Nugget. This is definitely one of those shows where when you thought it couldn't get worse, something happens. Ooh, there's something on the other side of the glass. Okay. Mm. Nugget. No, you're just gonna what? Sit in front of me. In that case. Nugget. Just checking the stream. Just noticed something. I think that'll do. Just like in Star Wars. Hmm. I don't think people want to see your butt. I can't see the chat. It's a Dianoga or a Gravel. Yeah. But Nugget. That's it. Go on. You little sod. Little shit. She said that she's not having Onagi again. Isn't Onagi... Hmm. I'm pretty sure I don't know what Onagi is. Yeah, that's what I thought. Mhm. Learn something new every day. Move that over there, actually. That might make much sense. Danger, Will Robinson. Yes, I have heard that before, Steve, that the robot does look like the Dredge from Titan AE. Except not made of pure energy. Back aboard the Resolute. Ah, humans and your ketchup. Ah. What happened to the good old fashioned red and green button, you know? I mean, I'd like an airlock to have a red and green button with maybe three lights, like a red light, amber light, and a green light, you know? That'd be nice. Yep, the OG Dr. Smith, yep. Mm. You'd think the outer airlock door would only be opened when you press a button, not automatically. Just for safety's sake, yeah, exactly. You wouldn't think it would be just that easy. Sushi for dinner. I think having an override button inside the airlock, David, would be a bit of a security risk. Because the override button will do either open it or close it, right? So besides, in sci-fi, isn't it a popular thing to execute someone by letting them out the airlock? If there's an override button inside the airlock, they can just push it and save themselves. Mm. Have an override on the outside. Thing is, they say that that's a torque wrench because she was asked to print a torque wrench, but that's no torque wrench. That's just a socket wrench, right? Why would there be a seed in your lemonade? Not with the amount of fuel that those engines would burn. Remember the scene from the movie? We go through the planet. I do like their version of the Lost in Space theme, though. Now we're not flying, we are falling with style. Now this is pod racing, yeah. How does something that shape fly or glide without wings? And from the looks of it, the belly of it is not designed to give lift. Sky hooks. You will find them, will you? Technically, what he just said they don't haven't set up a system of justice yet, so they can do whatever they want to her. They can't actually because in space they would be under maritime law, and there are laws in place to protect the life of prisoners. It's only once they get to the colony that the that the lack of a law system or justice system would actually make an impact. Just saying. It's just like they would have no choice but to help a ship in distress. They'd have no choice under maritime law. Even when Parker Posey is not being a vampire in Blade Trinity, she still looks like a vampire. She's just herself, isn't she? I remember when I first watched this, I kept wondering, why do they have two treadmills? Then I realised they wouldn't be able to have this father-daughter moment. Working out together is better than going solo. Yeah, that's true, I guess. But then what's the point in working out together if you're going to listen to music? I mean, that's what I don't understand. I mean, people will go to a gym in groups and they'll exercise with earpods in, listening to music. So what's the point in going with a group? All right, so that was the end of this episode 3. And we get to episode 4. Right, so I mean, there's some interesting stuff in there. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I questioned, I think. Um, Specifically the torque wrench, which is not a torque wrench. It's just a socket wrench. A very space agey one, but yeah, still a socket wrench. And I know this isn't supposed to be too far into the future, but I mean, with 3D printing technology we have now, you could probably print something like that quicker than you could on that ship in 2018. Uh, for the industrial ones, I mean, because the ones you have at home, I mean, most things take about 24 hours at least. I think small items can take up to 12 hours, I think, and then slightly larger ones, 24. There are some people who print things out and it takes weeks for it to print. Which is, well, what's the point in that? How much are you building? I think there are people that tend to make entire suits of armor with 3D printing, which I've considered doing if I had a 3D printer. Um, did this show ever win any awards? That's a good question. I don't know actually. Um, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yeah, 2018, Lost in Space once received several award nominations. It does not appear to have won any major, but yeah, it was nominated for plenty. But you got to really think about what other things that they had, uh, and how it's also how many nominations it received. It received a nomination in Best Performance in a Streaming Series or Film, Young Actor, International Film Music Critics Association, Best Original Score, nominated for that. Hollywood Professional Association Award, The show was nominated in 2020 for Outstanding Visual Effects, which is true. I mean, it does have outstanding visual effects. The Saturn Awards, it was nominated for 6 Saturn Awards. Best Science Fiction Television Series and Best Supporting Actor for Parker Posey. Mind you, she did do a very good job as Dr. Smith in this. That I know. It got a Stinkers Bad Movie Awards nomination, but it won the Worst Supporting Actress. Oh, that's the movie. Why is the movie in here? It suddenly put the 1998 movie on there. I was like, oh, okay, fine. So Heather Graham, for the 98 movie, was nominated, but won only for Worst Supporting Actress. She wasn't that good in that film. I mean, she is a good actress, but she wasn't that good in that. But yeah, that's for the movie. But the others were for the series. They were for this one. So yeah, so it had plenty of nominations, but it never won. The movie, the 98 movie won an award for worst supporting actress. Oh my god. And worst song. Oh, it was nominated for the worst song. Yeah. So yeah, that's interesting. The kid that played Will, what was his name? His name. I think it's Maxwell Jenkins. So let's have a quick look to see, because someone asked a question yesterday. I think it was what stuff has he been in since? But he's been in Reacher. He's been in 6 episodes of Reacher. He's in Dear Edward series for 10 episodes. Arcadian, This Too Shall Pass, and Bondsman. He was in Bondsman. He's in Bondsman for 8 episodes. That's the one with Kevin Bacon, isn't it? Bondsman. Not yet. No, I haven't started it yet. I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. Well, not necessarily 5-minute break. Oh, he was actually in Sense 8 as well. Okay. That's young Will. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back shortly, and yeah, we'll carry on.
I'll be back before too long. Gonna find where I belong. Taking time to heal my soul, till the pieces make me whole. Walking down this lonely street, memories beneath my feet. Every step feels bittersweet, but I know what I must mean. I'll be standing strong and true, facing skies of brightest blue. Every storm I will push through. I'll be back to shine with you. Days go by like passing trains, washing down the past like rain, building up what time has slain, stronger from the joy and pain. Walking down this lonely street, memories beneath my feet. Every step feels bittersweet, but I know what I must mean. I'll be standing strong and true, facing skies of brightest blue. Every storm I will push through. I'll be back to shine with you. I'll be standing strong and true, facing sky the brightest blue. Every storm I will push through. I'll be back to shine with you. Drifting in endless space, a curtain of stars embrace, a veil of cosmic grace, floating through time and place. Silent echoes all around, no beginning to be found, weightless in this endless sound. We are stardust burning bright, dancing through the endless night, lost in everlasting light. We are stardust burning bright, riding on a comet's trail. Through the void we softly sail, past the moon so cold and pale, where no earthly winds prevail. Silent echoes all around, no beginning to be found, weightless in this endless sand. We are stardust burning bright, dancing through the endless night, lost in everlasting light. We are stardust burning bright. We are stardust burning bright. We are stardust burning.
Hey, I'm back.
Dancing through the endless
Okay.
night. Lost.
Right. So, David, you want to know what site I use for my songs, for my AI songs? Yeah. I use Marika. I got them from Marika. If you want me to post a link in the chat, I will. There's a link to the site I use for the songs. That allowed me to have commercial rights to it. I think I'm on like the lower plan for it. Yeah, I think I'm on the basic. Oh no, I think I'm on the pro plan for that. I pay monthly because I can't afford a yearly at the moment. So yeah. Well, you pay for your subscription, so to enable you to use it on for creative purposes. If that makes sense. Oh, my clock's running. Why is the clock running? The clock should not be running. Ah, that's probably because I pressed the button, pressed the space bar, which automatically sets the clock going. Right. Okay. So yeah, I mean, if you just joined us, please hit the like, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm on the road to 500. So yeah, if you can do that. And if you fancy supporting the channel, please do click the link in the pinned chat message. And there's two ways you can do that. You can do that by clicking the Streamlabs tipping page, or the or visiting the store. Got some good merch there. And yeah, I have actually found another place where I'm going to shut down the store I have and open up another one because it's a better global reach. I've found a site where I can create the store and it can actually produce them locally in your country in certain areas. It's like I ordered a cup from a channel that I follow. I ordered a mug, and they're based in Canada, and it was actually printed in the UK, and it arrived 2 days later. So yeah, they originally said 2 weeks, but then it was 2 days. Go figure. So yeah, which was good. So let's get on with episode 4. All right, let's hit play. Now, I don't know if you've ever built a fence out of metal and stuff, because I have, and when they have a threaded part on the top, the last thing you want to do is start hitting it with a hammer, because you damage the thread, and anything you wanted to put on there to screw on will not go because the thread is damaged. So, go figure. Let the robot do it. It's a lot quicker. I think Marika allows you to publish it as well, but I haven't published mine publicly, so I'm keeping them for my own use, basically. He's also cross-threading it. Do you notice? He's actually cross-threading it when he's putting it on. And it's wobbling. I thought it was like pushed into the ground a couple of feet, wasn't it? Or a foot and a half or something. Yeah. Well, that's why I chose Marika, because I can use it commercial. I've got commercial rights to it. two of the switches that Penny just flipped, didn't they use them to purge the fuel tanks earlier in episode 3? I wonder if anyone thought that he was actually pushing it the first time they watched this. Multi-purpose switches, yeah, I suppose, you know. Well, there's no fuel, so why not use it for expansion? I find it interesting that they have the combination of tactile controls and switches and stuff, as well as touchscreen. So I think Star Trek should take note on that. It's funny because you can hear all these animal noises, but we don't see them all. Why would you want an alien biologist to talk about a robot? It's a robot, it's not biological. Hey, bugs. Hey, a chicken. And on. They say she's the doctor. I wonder if they got that because because of aliens. Yeah. Has a chicken gone on to star in anything else except Kentucky? Yeah, I wonder. You're not supposed to encourage behaviour like that from an 11-year-old. No danger. You're in the wilderness in or on a unknown planet with unknown creatures, and you think you're safe. Just being in the wilderness is dangerous, especially alone. And unknown plants. Exactly. Didn't even say anything about microbes and stuff. So, kind of bacteria there might be. Yeah, not forgetting the violent storms. Unknown plants. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, where is the robot? Indeed. Making a bridge. It's funny, they think they're safe. They've got less than a mile to go till they get to the cave now. But the thing is, they've got to get back. So the idea is to leave the robot there. They've got to get back to the Jupiter. Yeah, you'd think he would say that, wouldn't you, David? He should at least have cried timber when he pushed the tree over. Seriously. Yeah, whiskey. The Resolute's transmitter. Well, receiver, I should say. I don't know, the rocks could be bugs. I like how they're avoiding getting wet and the robot just trots through the water. Hmm. Great first impression, blackmail. Tell you what, being in that cave, it's a good thing that they were whispering, right? Considering what happens later on. You'd think that they wouldn't be able to drain the battery in one of the rovers. You'd think they would have like a fail-safe involved in, set up to if you leave if you leave it on for a certain length of time without actually doing anything, you'd think it would shut off, wouldn't you? No, well, they did say that they got the solar uh, panels to charge it, but mm, it seems that even in the future, electric cars don't last very long. Oh look, it's Avatar again. Difference is this is worth watching. Exactly. Exactly. None of them. Well, whether it's the one you came, whether it's Soul or the Colony Star, the odds are that none of them are. That all of a sudden the dish changed its shape. Interesting, isn't it? When they were leaning up against it, it didn't look like it was going to be that big a space if it did fall down. But now it's fallen down. It's a lot. You know, the angle is a lot different. I mean, look at it. It wasn't that shape before. It's annoying to me when you have they have scenes like this where they have a wife asking their soldier husband or partner to not be a soldier. That's essentially what she was saying. She was saying that she didn't want him to be a soldier. So she didn't want him to be the man that she fell in love with in the first place. I think it's ridiculous when they include stuff like that. But also bear in mind, a lot of the time, people don't become soldiers to fight and kill and whatever. They fight because they feel that, you know, they want to help people. How's that any different to a doctor? But that's women. They try to change you, just don't tell my partner I said it. It's true, they do. But what they don't understand is that if you do change, then you're no longer the person that they fell in love with in the first place. So that's what happens. Marriages end for that reason as well. Relationships end for that reason. I've had relationships where I've been asked to change, and I've said, "Why don't you change?" And I don't mean lose weight. I wonder if that's the same location from Predators. Do you remember where they make the that compass in Predators? And they're standing there, and they look up, and it's like they realise that it's like the first open space that they found, and they look up and they notice that it's not their sky, that they're on a moon orbiting another planet, and then they make a compass and it just spins round. That looks like that same place. Could be, yeah. It's not a satellite dish; it's a comms dish. There's a difference. You don't need a satellite for a communication dish. Nugget, come here. Come on. You notice how Will's the only one that steps on the wobbly stone. He's worried about he's thinking, how am I going to get my box of whiskey? Yeah, sure I'm not. Okay. Mhm. Don't show your butt. Hey. And that's the end of episode 4. Okay. Right. Nugget. Honestly, there was a time I couldn't touch that cat. Now I can pick him up like crazy. Right. So, episode 4. You know, the problem with this show is it's one of those ones where I want to watch over, carry on watching. I don't want to stop. I'll usually watch like a season a day because there's only 10 episodes. It's what, 10 hours. So I'd continue watching it, and then watch season 2 the following day. If not, start watching season 2. It's the same with The Expanse and others. But it wasn't the same with Battlestar Galactica, interestingly. Don't know why. Don't know why. But I wish they would make more sci-fi like this. See the woman trying to change the robot. Yeah, exactly. The woman's trying to change the robot. Women are trying to change everything, But yeah, hopefully they're starting to have their eyes opened now because I've seen loads of those YouTube shorts where it's like women can do anything better than men can and stuff like that. We can do anything men can do, stuff like that. I mean, there's so many videos where they're enlightening women to the fact that there are jobs that men do that women do not do because they physically cannot. Not saying that they're physically incapable of doing anything. It's just there are some things that physically a woman cannot do. Um, and some of the stuff that they use in those videos is pretty interesting. Oil work, oil rigs, mining, stuff like that. So even fishing, deep sea fishing, trawling, not trolling, trawling. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. But I mean, yeah, I wish they would make more like this. They have tried. I mean, when Strange New Worlds first started, I thought to myself, well, I mean, they're trying to make a good sci-fi show, and then it turned out to be pretty bad. Same with Discovery, terrible. The first 2 episodes would have made a very good. First 2 episodes of season 1 of Discovery, and they could have been that could have been a pretty good generic sci-fi movie, to be honest. It would have been a lot better instead of having all the DEI messaging and stuff in in the show. But I'm glad that we're starting to get to the end of all that, and I just want them to make good stuff again. I mean, I do have a concern about any future Stargate, Babylon 5 projects, or even Star Trek. I mean, what we got in Star Trek. Next year we'll have season 4 of Strange New Worlds as well as season 1 of Starfleet Academy, Star Trek 90210, or as I like to call it, Star Trek Grange Hill. Uh, if you're from the UK, you'll know, and around my age, you'll probably know what I mean by Grange Hill. It's an old drama series based in a school. But you had other shows that kind of paralleled it, like Grove and stuff like that. But I mean, I just wish that they would make stuff for the sake of entertainment rather than for the sake of content. And that's my concern with Amazon. Netflix moved away from it, but Netflix is actually moving back towards the entertainment over quality over quantity and stuff. So yeah, hopefully that'll be good. But any future stuff, I mean, it's hard to say because we see what Amazon has done to Rings of Power. That that had huge potential, being that it's a Lord of the Rings series, but they screwed it, and it had huge potential, and it just sucked. It sucked so bad. I watched one episode of season two. That's it. I haven't watched any more since. Then we get Apple. They got Foundation. Visually outstanding, but boring in my opinion. So yeah. But I mean, what do you guys think of Lost in Space episode 4? Because I mean, it's this show is a show which doesn't actually have any boring episodes, if I remember rightly. I mean, I think season 2 has a couple. Yeah, I think season 2 is the one that has a couple. Other than that, it's not really that bad. It's not boring as such. Not like Andor season 1 having all those episodes in the middle that were boring and didn't move the plot along at all. Um, they could argue that they did some world building for Andor season 1, but they didn't have to build the world. It was Andor. We know. Uh, Another solid episode. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be episodes that are not that good, but I mean that's true with any show, even Stargate, even Star Trek. Babylon 5 has it. Fallout 5 has it. I mean the entire of Babylon 5 season 1, was not as well received as season 2. But in season 1 they had the world building, then they had movies, um, as well. So I mean, it's like you with an established franchise. I mean, I don't understand why they would need to do so much world building because the world has been built. There is a core part of the franchise. In Stargate, there's a core part of the franchise. The same with Star Trek, and that. And the way I see it is, you don't mess with the core of a successful franchise. Used to call Andor before season 2. Exactly, exactly. It had a few good episodes. I think the last 2 episodes of season 1 were probably the best of the entire show, of the entire season, I should say. But season 2, you could tell because they would broke it down, and every 2 episodes, I think it was like a year separated by a year. It kind of showed that they had broken down a 5 season series into 2, because the split episodes were. So I'm wondering if they had the 5 years, we would have still had those filler episodes in the middle, just like season 1, where it was all boring. Whereas we had these 2 episodes, then a year passes, then another 2 episodes, and a year passes. Or was it 3 episodes? It was 2 or 3 episodes. How many episodes were there of Andor season 2? I think there were 8, wasn't there? Were there 8? Let's have a look. I think there were 8. I think there were. No, there were 12, weren't there? There's 24 episodes total, so I think there were 12 episodes. Was it 8? No, season 12. Season 1 had 12. Season 2. No, there were 12. And they dropped. Yeah, that's because I'm getting confused because they dropped 3 episodes at a time, and every 3 episodes was a year apart from each other. So they broke it down, and yeah. So that's 1, 2. Yeah, I mean you can look through it. I mean you can't. I mean 12 episodes. Every 3 episodes was essentially the original plot for a separate series or season. But I would have preferred at the end of Andor season 2 if they actually included the scene from the beginning of Rogue One. You know, the one where he kills that guy and the stormtrooper. I think that would have been a lot better if they included that scene. But yeah, I mean, what day is it? It's Tuesday. Is it Tuesday today? All right. So we've got another live tomorrow, same time as tonight, 9 o'clock UK time. And then Friday is going to be like 10:30 because Friday. But yeah, on Thursday I'm looking to possibly record a video that I might post either Thursday night or Friday for Strange New Worlds, the first 2 episodes of season 3. Great, looking forward to that. But I've also got to record. I'm waiting for episode 3 of Dexter Resurrection, so I can watch that and do a video for that as well. So I've got some videos that are to come. But yeah. So yeah, so Dexter Resurrection had a good start. Actually, the first 2 episodes were actually pretty good. But I watched them late because of my internet issues I had at the weekend. So why is the clock still running? Because I pressed spacebar. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, hope Stargate Outpost is finished before 9 p.m. Okay. Why is that? Why would you want Stargate Outpost to be finished before 9? I have no idea. I don't know why. But yeah, it's good show as usual. So yeah, you want to join me tomorrow for episode 5 and 6, same time, like I said. If you haven't already, please do like and subscribe. If you fancy supporting the channel in any way, please consider the links pinned in the chat above, and I will post in the description as well. For the Streamlabs tipping page, if you want to support the channel by tipping a couple of dollars or a couple of quid, feel free to do so. It's entirely up to you. Or you can visit the store, also pinned in the chat and in the description below, for any merch you might be interested in. Just like this shirt, it looks so much better with the black shirt and the mug. There are other things, and yeah, hopefully you'll take a look at least. But until next time, guys, take care, stay safe, and may the Schwartz be with you always.
West. React with all your insight. Review what feels so right. Criticize the light. Movie shining bright. My opinion is mine. Like a never-ending call. Watch them arise and fall. Stories big and small. Screens light up the hall. I will say it all. for your sight. Review the day and night. Criticize is a right. Shows that steal the light. My opinion stands so free, like a storm upon the sea. Watch them rise and fall. Stories big and small. Scribes light up the hall. I will say it all. Quest, react, review, criticize. React, review. Criticize.